What's up guys, it's Beeboy here, and welcome back once again to another brand new Fortnite Sidekick showcase. So, today we're going to be checking out the Itchy Sidekick. He is the second Simpsons Sidekick in the game, as well as the second collab Sidekick. We're going to be checking out all of the accessories this guy comes with, as well as all of his animations in-game, so let's get right into it. So, here he is, Itchy. He looks really cool. He is going to cost you 1,500 V-Bucks, which is a little bit expensive, especially because this guy actually has no appearance customization options, but he is also available in the Itchy and Scratchy bundle. Obviously, in the Simpsons show, Itchy and Scratchy is the main thing, so you can get him with the skin for a bit of a discounted price, but it's honestly not too big of a discount. But if you are picking this guy up or any of the other sidekicks, please consider using supported creator code Beeboy. It would mean the world to me. But with that being said, let's go ahead, purchase this guy, and look at all of his styles. Alright, so here he is on the locker. He has some really funny sounds. Now, as I said, this guy actually has no appearance customization options. It's just like Plopper, where it's only this style, which is a little bit disappointing. One of my favorite parts of the sidekicks is doing that customization thing. I think it gives them a lot of value, even though the lock-in thing is a little weird. But it is just really disappointing with these collab sidekicks that they just have no customization, but I guess it makes sense. Obviously, I don't know what the brand deal's like, but there is some accessory options, so we're going to check out those right now. So here are his styles. He does have two different shirt options. So the first one that you just get with the purchase is the Itchy shirt. So it's just the classic one that he wears in the show. And then you can also unlock the blue shirt. Now, I don't really know much about The Simpsons, so I don't know if this is like something in the show, but it does look pretty cool. You can unlock a blue style there. For his reaction, you can use any of your other sidekicks reactions, but you can also get the Itchy's Love Bomb. That is a pretty good one. That's a pretty cool one. And then finally, his emote is the axe to grind emote. So there he is there. He sounds hilarious. The sounds are the best part. Oh, he gets crazy there. As far as I know with this guy, he's like, in the Simpsons universe, Itchy and Scratchy are basically just like Tom and Jerry if they were evil. So I'm excited to see how that plays out in this dude's animations. Alright, so before we get into the game, here are his quests. You can also unlock the Scratchy Attack emoticon. Then you unlock the reaction, then the blue shirt, and then finally the emote. So he does only have 4 rewards. For 1,500 V-Bucks, I feel like he should have more. It's the same with Plopper. It is just the collab thing. But I don't know, only 4 rewards for 1,500 V-Bucks for me, I feel like it's a little bit steep. Okay, so here we have him in the lobby. Obviously got my Homer skin to match. He does look really cool. I will give him that. I love this design. I think he looks really silly. And let me go ahead and address the elephant in the room. I am away from my PC, so the recording setup is a little bit scuffed. I got my laptop and I have a PlayStation, and that's why we are not playing as Beeboy YT today. We are playing as B Yoshi, my PlayStation name. So just want to address that. But with that being said, let's get into the game and check out all of this guy's animations. Alright, so here he is. We got Itchy in-game. He's a little bit smaller than I expected. I don't know if you guys saw online, but when they first revealed this guy, he looked like he was going to be huge. But apparently that wasn't the case. Apparently they just did that for the video. But he does look very cool here. Let's go ahead and check out his, I guess, high five animation. Just like Cuddle Team Jr. here. He has a high five, not a pet. So there we go. It is exactly a reused one of Cuddle Team Jr. But he does. I love his noises. Here he is walking here. And here's him running a little faster. I think that is definitely like a unique run. I don't think that's the same as Cuddle Team Jr. So that is pretty funny. I like his run there a lot. Alright, let's check out the first celebration animation. Okay, jumps up there. That is a reused one of Cuddle Team Jr. I hope all of these aren't just reused from Cuddle Team Jr. That would be very disappointing, but there it is there. Alright, let's check out the second one here. Okay, jumps up. I like his sounds a lot. I will say, I like his sounds a lot. I think he's funny, but that was also a reused one of Cuddle Team Jr. So it's exactly the same celebrations as Cuddle Team Jr. See, I would have liked something else. I'll pop up the actual ones on screen. It is just reused there. It's a little bit disappointing, I'm not going to lie. But we have seen that with the dog sidekick. Epic does definitely like to reuse those animations. But would you look at this, bro? Look, you got your very own arcade game. There you are there. What do you think of that, pal? Guess he just doesn't care. Doesn't even care. There we go. Yeah, you're hyped about that. Let's go. Here's some of his idols here. Now, I don't exactly remember what Cuddle Team Jr.'s idols are, but I assume it's his own. I feel like pretty much all the sidekicks do have their own sort of idol animation. So here he is just running around doing his thing. He's definitely very funny. Just this design, obviously I know it is from The Simpsons, but just like having this dude follow you around instead of like a dog or something is pretty hilarious just in and of itself. All right, so are you floating? What the heck? Anyway, I am really interested to see this guy's hacking animation, because that's like his whole thing, right? Like fighting Scratchy. So let's go ahead and check it out here. Okay, there he is. Very menacing looking. It is a little bit similar to Cuddle Team Juniors, I feel like. I don't remember exactly what Cuddle Team Juniors looks like. It is similar, but it also like fits him perfectly. Like this looks great for this guy. All right, get in here. Let's try out his dancing animation now. Let's hit an emote. Jumps around and he just kind of nods to the music again. I hate to say it again, but okay, why we got fallen donuts, bruh. Anyway, what I was saying, I think it is, again, like, extremely similar, if not just reused from Cuddle Team Juniors. I'm not a fan of that, Epic. I think especially with the collab sidekicks, it needs to be very unique, just because I feel like you're already overpaying this. There's no customization, there's less rewards. So, come on, Epic, make it a little bit more unique. I love this guy, but it can't just be a reskin Cuddle Team Junior. You gotta do something different with it. Now, something I do want to test out next is the sitting animation. What? Oh my, what are you doing? Okay, anyway, let's check out the sitting animation now. I remember Cuddle Team Juniors was kind of weird. He didn't like sit, so let's see what this guy's is here. Okay, there it is there. Yeah, and I think that's the same as Cuddle Team Juniors get. It really pains me to say that every time. Like, why is he just Cuddle Team Junior, bro? What is going on, Epic? Alright, let's try it as a emoticon while we're at it as well. What is that? His noises are great. I will say, his noises are great. Okay, it is a 1v1. We gotta get this dub, bro. Yo, I'm on PlayStation controller. I never play on PlayStation controller, bro. Oh, no. Oh, come on. I think I'm cooked, bro. I got hit so much. Oh. Okay, I hit him quite a bit. I feel like my sensitivity is so high. No! Yeah, there wasn't much I could do, but dang it, bro. Come on. Alright, so here we are with Leaf Tunes once again, and we're going to check out Ichi's final animation, which is going to be his knocked animation. Alright, pal. I know I'm not Scratchy, but I gotta do it. Alright, so here he is, hands out. Now, all the sidekicks on their knocked animation, it's really their facial expressions that, like, are the best part. I do think it is, once again, similar to Cuddle Team Juniors, at least partially, but he's got his own facial expression there, so they definitely did some of their own work with this one. And yeah, I think it's really funny, you know, a little sad Ichi. I feel like you don't really see Ichi that sad in the show. But yeah, definitely pretty similar to Cuddle Team Juniors. Again, not a big fan of the reusing all those animations, but he does look pretty cool, and it's different enough. You know, this one is slightly different. Alright, so I think that is every single one of Ichi's animations, so let's head... What are you doing? So let's head back to the lobby to wrap this thing up. Alright, so that is everything I believe that Ichi has to offer. Now, here's my thoughts on this guy. First off, let's get, like, the positives out of the way, because I got a lot to say on this guy. Positives, he looks great. Like, I think this guy looks awesome, looks straight out of the show. He's super fun to, like, run alongside you, especially on the Simpsons map, especially with the Simpsons skin. So yeah, he looks great there. His sounds are also great. Like, whoever the sound team is for the sidekicks, every single sidekick has their own, like, unique sounds. I think they're great. And then, you know, obviously his idols are his own, and they look good. His facial animations look good. Now, for the downsides, I don't want to be too negative, but I will say, I already think the collab sidekicks, at least so far, are a little overpriced. Because, first off, there's zero customization. I think that's a huge part of the sidekicks that I really love. Then, second of all, you only get 4 rewards and only 1, like, appearance style. Now, to add on top of that, Ichi here, he just uses pretty much all of Cuddle Team Junior's animations. So that's really disappointing because I kind of thought Plopper was overpriced originally, but all of Plopper's animations are actually completely unique and completely his own. So if you're going for a Simpsons sidekick, I think Plopper is the way to go. If you really do want to get Ichi though, if you're a big Itchy and Scratchy fan, if you get the bundle, I think that's great. Like definitely if you like this guy, don't let like my opinion stop you from getting him for sure. Like go for him because I do think he's great. I think there's a lot of good things with him, but I do just really want Epic to be unique with especially the collab ones, like do their own animations completely because I think especially with collab IP characters, it's important that you do that to justify the price. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please, if you would like to support me, please consider using code Beeboy in the Fortnite item shop. And with that being said, like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video. This event is about to be crazy. You seeing this, Itchy, bro? You see? Well, you can't actually see over that ledge.